sing a happy song together, and we'll all be a happy family.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. Just a little bit of a summary of the things that were done on this. First of all, really just cleaning up the battery terminals was the original problem because the batteries had leaked in there. I was extremely fortunate actually that there doesn't seem to be much corrosion damage or any significant corrosion damage other than in the battery compartments. So thoroughly cleaned them out with the vinegar to neutralise the alkali of the batteries, and then IPA, and scraped any metal, made sure that everything was thoroughly clean in the battery compartments. And other than that, of course, there was the repairs to the speaker because the cone had disintegrated around the outside, and that was a major part of this little project, was repairing the speaker and managing to get it functional again, which I was quite pleased with. There was very little else apart from, which I haven't filmed, the aerial, the rod antenna is mounted on a sort of mechanism that allowed you to lift it up this way, a little way, so that you could actually lay the radio flat and put the antenna up. Unfortunately, that was quite stiff to turn this way, and I freed it up a little bit, but it was very stiff, and of course that meant that there was a plastic mount, tiny piece of plastic that mounted it inside here, which would never withstand the turning moment on it from such a stiff joint there. So that had been broken, and I only discovered that when I was putting it together and found that the aerial was sloppy and loose. And unfortunately, the only thing I could come up with was to actually put a screw through there and mount it so it now won't pull up. It is actually fixed in that position. I couldn't countersink this in because this is very thin and there wouldn't be anything to hold it. But that did solve that problem. So that really sort of summary of the things that I've done. The rest of this video is just a few shots of it working, and a small amount of working on these little back panels for the battery, cleaning them up and putting new foam on them. The rest of it was just cleaning and so on, which isn't going to be very interesting to watch. So this radio is working very nicely now, and my own feeling is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm not going to attempt to do recaps or any more on it. It seems to be aligned to frequency and everything, so I will leave it for now unless any issues do come up. But a very nice radio, and let's carry on with a quick look at it working. Right, so we just give these a bit of a scrape. See if I can get these off. Scrape that with, oh, this might do perfectly. Cool. Looks like it's only stuck at each end originally. So we'll try and I think these are actually identical. There's no difference between the one over the radio batteries and the one over the clock and memory batteries. So same thing, just give it that's got the worst of it off. Right, that's got those pretty well cleaned up. Now the next thing is, can I find some sort of foam? Right, so what I'm doing is got one of these cleaning pads. Just cut a piece off one end. I'm just going to cut 2 tiny pads to stick on there. They don't need to be very wide, about 12 mil, something like that. Something about that size. What I found is steady it with one ruler, use another to squash it back, so I can cut straight along the line. Be careful not to cut my thumb as well. And there we have it. There's one. Cut another one. Similar size. There we go. So we've got 2 pieces like that. And this is double-sided sticky. So we don't need very much. A little bit less in width than the pad. At this point I stick the ruler to it. So hold that like so. Really, that's just to stop the batteries rattling around. So we just stick that down like so. And the same with this other one. That's just to hold it in place. So they should be fine. That's all that's needed. That's all it was before, really. Stuck there nicely. They're quite soft and plenty of give. It just stops any rattling. Let's clean those up. Let's now get the radio back up. Okay. So to test it, I'm just going to use these rechargeable batteries. So 2 go in the clock side. Like so. And then I need to get 4 more of those. They come back on. So the clock display has come up. It's the clock and memory batteries are installed, and that would mean the memory should work as well. We have a power switch on the top, which is shuts off the batteries completely. So put that into the on position and press on. So it's obviously not tuned to anything yet. So if we go to radio 4 long wave, we hit AM 198, enter. Didn't like my light being on.
Wasn't he supposed to ring your Rochelle back?
Was he? Why's that?
Oh, I don't know, you'll have to ask her.
Okay.
Anyway, I best get in that tub.
Yeah.
So
Right
that appears to be working fine. Now if we go to AM 909, enter.
I think this season... there's a couple of things I've got to say here, Colin. I mean,
So
what I love about
live.
Nuno is he's done... Forest fans are going to hate
We go to FM
he's borrowed a bit of Ranieri's
96.4.
when he said, oh, yeah, you know, we're looking for 40 points.
And then we get all copyrighted music. The aerial's not even up. So, and the tuning lamps come on.
Average download 150 megabits per second. Speeds vary. See sky.com.
When you need urgent medical help, but you're unsure where to go, use NHS 111 to go from home to an urgent treatment centre.
Mr. Williams, please come through.
Or a pharmacy.
Hello, pharmacist will see you now.
Or if needed, stay where you are and get a call from a nurse, doctor or paramedic. NHS 111. Call, go online, or use the NHS app to be assessed and directed to the right place for you.
Julie could part exchange her car. Or check out We Buy Any Car. She could be unsure if she got a good deal part exchanging.
So there we have it. Working fine on batteries. It is, I've already tested it on the power adapter as well, so do seem to have got this back together and working now. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. So bye for now.
Sing a happy song together, fill the air with harmony. Sing a happy song together, that's the song to choose. For pushing away the blues, keep the heartstrings running, there's a good time coming. It will keep on humming a melody.